You seem to like it in my last video, and you will see in the next few videos that the background will be changing just a little bit. We did hire a gardener and we're just kind of redoing some of the backyard just because there are some plants that were going to be invasive or damage property further down the line, and so we're kind of just revamping things behind me. But I kind of like filming outside. It's very chill, very relaxed. I'm underneath some lovely shade, and when it's nice out and I can film out here, I definitely will. One issue I will be running into though is the sound quality, because there's wind and there's birds and there's helicopters and there's like some guy doing yard work behind me. However, I do just love filming out here, so I think I will do it when I can. But let's just get into my project pan update. I am doing an all year round project pan. If you are new to my channel, it's one that's rotating, so when I finish a product I'll put in a new product. And if you're new to my channel, we just moved into a house, so for the past month I've had some things with me consistently, and then some things were packed away that I didn't realize were in my project pan. I didn't really plan very well, but I still did amazingly well. I finished half the products that were in my project pan. One thing I can't show you, which I'll talk about first, because I finished it before we moved and I just didn't want to pack trash. So the first thing that I have is the Body Shop Velvet Moisture Body Cream. I had it written on a sticky note, and I really enjoyed it, but I don't think I'd pay the price for it. I think it's around the $25–30 mark for a body cream. It just wasn't hydrating enough for what I want. So it did smell lovely, it did kind of moisturize, but it really wasn't anything spectacular. And that's what I've noticed with most of the Body Shop moisturizers that I've been trying. They're just not what I want them to be. So I would not repurchase it, but I am happy that I was able to use it and use it up, because it was in an advent calendar that I got last year. The next item that I can show you is this little baby nest fragrance. This is in Wild Poppy. It's just a little small 100-point gift, travel size. And I love this fragrance. It's great for spring and summer, and I do have a few of these. I have this size, and I also have another travel size, which I'll share with you in a second, and then I also have a full size of the same exact fragrance. So really enjoy this fragrance, but I need to dwindle down all the extras and then move on to my full size. So this guy, I can say, is finished. The next product I have is this, which I can never figure out what its actual name is. It's a cushion contour from Peri Pura. I got mine at CVS, and it was amazing. I loved it. It does have a cushion on top that I ripped off towards the end because I couldn't get anything out. And I feel like that was a bad idea, because then it was really hard to control how much I was getting. And other than that, I really enjoyed this product. It went pretty quickly though, and it's pretty pricey for it being drugstore. I think it was around the $18 mark for something that only lasts me a couple months. So I wouldn't repurchase it, but I would recommend it if you're interested in trying maybe a cream contour. It was really good, and maybe if you weren't using it every day like I would, it may have lasted you a little bit longer, but for me it only lasted a few months, like maybe 2 to 3 months, because I was going through this like crazy. So I really enjoyed it. I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because of the price. I don't know, but I really enjoyed it, so I definitely recommend it. We'll see, maybe it will go on sale. The next thing I have is this Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. It was just a little travel size, and I did finish this up pretty quickly. Absolutely love this, but I would not pay the price for it. There are so many other moisturizers out there with peptides in there that are half the price and do just as well. So this I wouldn't recommend for the price point, but it is good. Another item I was able to finish up was this NYX Butter Gloss, and I'm considering it's done. I'm sure there's still more in here, but the cap is broken. I know there's like cat fur in it, but I used it a ton during this move because I only had like 2 products in my bag when I was moving, so this was one of them. I do really like it, and I would buy it again. It's in the shade Tiramisu. It's very similar to the color that I'm wearing, and I really enjoyed it, but it's gotten to the point where I don't want to use it anymore because it's gross and it's grody and the cap's broken. So I would say I definitely got my $5 worth out of this. So for me, I'm considering this done. Again, it's just gross and I don't want to use it anymore. The last item still has product in it, but it's done according to my standards. My goal was to hit pan on this bronzer, and I did. Can you see it? Good amount of pan showing, well, small amount of pan showing. I really love this bronzer, you guys know that. It's my only bronzer in my collection, so I'm not going to keep it in the project, but I will continue to use it just because I don't want to finish it up just to finish it up for a project pan. I want to just use it in my collection organically. Even though it's not in my project pan, we'll still continue using it, but you just won't see it as like an update every single month. Now let's move into the 4 other items that are remaining in the project pan, and then I'll continue on to the 6 new items that I'm putting into this project. The first thing I have is this Way Leave-In Conditioner. So when I first started this project, it was completely full. Last update, it was at the label, and you can see it has gone down quite a bit, but there's still a ton of product in here. I really like it, but I don't use it every day. I only use it on days that I wash my hair. I feel like I will use this a lot more in the summertime because we do have a pool that we can have access to, and so we've actually have been swimming, and having something like this would be really great because it's a saltwater pool and it can dry out your hair. So I'm going to be using this, I'm sure, a lot more in the next coming months. This is a product that is pretty expensive. I got it in a FabFitFun box, and so I'm not really using it as fast as I can, like I can with other Project Pan items where I'm just trying to like use it as much as possible. This thing I'm kind of nurturing because I just don't want to finish it up super quick. So I really like it. I may purchase it again in the future. We shall see. We'll see how long it lasts me. Another item I'm continuing on is this Herbivore Emerald Cannabis Sativa Hemp Oil, and I've been using it every day, but I only use like a couple drops at a time. I think this is the last month it will be in the Project Pan just because I don't see myself finishing it anytime soon, and I only use a couple drops at a time. It's not going to be a fast moving item, so I think again this is the last month of it being in the project, but I still like it and I still use it. The next item that we'll be continuing on is this Carez Wild Rose Sleeping Facial. I kind of forgot that it was in my project and I had packed it away with my other things during the moving process, and so I've only used it a couple of times. The birds are going crazy. I've used it a handful of times. I'm not sure if it's focusing, but I do like it, and my skin does look really nice the day after. I just don't use it every day, and again I kind of forgot about it, so I'll have to put this on my actual like sink when I'm doing my nighttime skincare routine so I can remember to use it. And then the final item, which I'm sure will be the last month that it will be in here, is this mini Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Pillow Talk. Oh my gosh, you can barely tell that I have anything left. I love this lipstick so much that I'm considering buying a full size, which I know is pricey, but I really have been loving it, and it's like the perfect nude for me. I've been really enjoying it, so we shall see. I really do like it, so it is a good possibility this will become a full size in the future. So there are 4 things continuing on in this project, and there are 6 spots open for new things. So let's go into the 6 items I'm putting into this project pan. So I'm putting a couple sunscreen products in here because we're going into the summer months. I'm in a sunnier area, and I just want to make sure I'm protecting myself. So putting sunscreens into a project pan is kind of a good way for me to remind myself to use it. So the first thing I have is this Kula Sport Guava Mango Sunscreen Spray. It's SPF 50. This is just a small travel size, and I do have a full size one. So if I finish this one relatively early, I'll move on to the full size one. And I don't know, I can't really share with you how I'm doing with progress, but it still feels like I have like a little bit in here. So I'm going to finish this one up first and then move on to the full size if I do finish it up pretty quickly. Another product that is a sunscreen related type item is this Physicians Formula Vitamin C Brightening Facial Oil Stick with SPF 30. It's like the coolest way to apply facial sunscreen because it's in an oil stick, so it provides hydration and brightening, and it provides a beautiful glow, and it dries down, which is amazing. So really have been loving this. It's actually going to be in my favorites video, and I just want to use it because I love it, and it also has SPF in there, which is great. You can see where I'm starting when it's fully twisted down. So I have used it quite a bit already, and I feel like this will go pretty quickly in this project. Since I did finish up that little travel mini size of the Nest Wild Poppy, I'm putting both of these in. So I have another one of the Wild Poppy, but it's in a bigger travel size, and then I also have it in Indigo, and they're the same exact size, but I just want to use these because I have them both in their full size form, and I kind of just want to use them. I'm putting this lip gloss in from Anasazi. It's in the shade Venus. It's the most gorgeous lip gloss. Since I did finish the NYX one, I'm putting this one in and just going to work through it, and I absolutely love it. It pairs well on top of most lip products, so very excited to have this in the project. We shall see how fast I go. Really love this. It's just, it's a beautiful shade. Next I have this guy here, and I'm putting it into the project pan, actually the next 2 products into the project pan, because I don't want them to expire before I use them up. So this first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize and Marie Antoinette. I've used it quite a bit, as you can see, but it's like an expensive product, and I absolutely love it, and I just don't want it to dry up or get old before I get my full use out of it. So I'm going to put it into this project pan, so I'm sure you'll see a lot of looks with this eye, but it's so easy. It's such a great look for summer because I can just like slap it on the lid, buff it out with a brush, and it's just so easy. So really excited to put this into the project pan because I just want to have an excuse to use it all the time before, again, it expires. And similar story with the Han illuminator. This is in the shade Champagne. It's a cream illuminator, and I'm just nervous that it will expire again before I get a chance to really use it and love it. I absolutely do love this. It looks like just like putty in the jar, but it's beautiful. It gives you just like that wet glossy glass skin without it being super tacky or glittery or just feel heavy on the skin. I absolutely love it. If you want to see it in action, I do have a Han skincare video up, so I'll leave that in the cards, but really love this. I have the shade Champagne. So that's everything to do with my update for my project pan. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Stay tuned for more videos to come, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.